Hey guys, LPS Pinball here, it's Trey today, and for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my top 5 tips on how to discover if a pet on eBay is authentic or fake. But I will also not just be showing you comparisons of actual LPS that I have, but also LPS online from actual listings. Sometimes it is incredibly easy to spot a fake, like, oh yeah, that is a fake. But other times, it is extremely hard to spot if it's fake. So we're going to first start off with one comparison of an authentic and fake, which is one of my main reasons on how I spot fakes for this breed. We're going to start off with the shorthair cats. So right here I have a fake shorthair cat and an authentic shorthair cat. So these are both the exact same design and same, well, it's supposed to be same pet. But the one main thing is for this, for this pet, it is not a really dark outline. It's more of a like kind of eyeliner. It's giving more like lighter, worn out, and that's not because this pet's used. This pet has not really been used too much. The second comparison is certain LPS. If they are older, they didn't have glossy eyes, and you can tell a huge difference with the eyes. That's the second reason. You can tell this one's colors aren't even that like different, but the way that they're varnished, it just looks completely different. 3 for the shorthair cats is the head. So as you can tell, for the fake shorthair cat, they always have a bigger forehead and a more squared head, and this one has a more circled head. And the color matching, as you can tell. And the last and final reason is the colors. So you can tell this one's a lot darker, this one's a lot lighter. This one's a lot darker, this one's a lot lighter. This one's a lot lighter, this one's a lot darker. This one's a lot darker, this one's a lot lighter. Or they'll just completely miss some details. Like occasionally they just won't even add something that's on an actual pet. But it really just depends who you're getting the LPS from. So for the eBay listings for the LPS shorthair cats, one of the main reasons is if it is from China. The second reason is obviously the face shape, and if there is more than one of the product, and of course the price. But sometimes they trick you by using an actual authentic LPS when in reality it's fake. And you can tell because of the price and if it has more than one of the item. And then here again we have the face shape was obviously way too big and is literally pretty much a complete square. And this is one of the rare occasions that it actually does say it's authentic, but it's not. And you can tell again by the price, multiple listings, and by just how the pet looks, honestly. So you can tell just by, there's multiple reasons on eBay, and it's kind of, for me, it's a lot easier to spot fake shorthair cats than it is to spot any other fake. Shorthair cats are one of the most popular for sure, and somehow they are the worstly made, I guess. So next up is going on to the collies. So right here, I have 2 to compare. So I have 2 authentic collies, and then I just grabbed one that I have a similar one. This one I don't have the authentic version of this one. Okay, so right off the back you can tell by the eyes. This again is like the same exact thing, but this one is the paw down, this one's the paw up. So this is the best I had. Okay, number 1 is the eyes. Again, they're different. These ones are more, you can tell they're not like hand painted, and they're not like, you know, shiny. They're kind of matte on this one, and here you can tell about the more brush strokes. Number 2 is the airbrushing is normally a lot better on the authentic ones. Number 2 is actually the collies don't have a lot, because the collies are a lot harder to tell, but the fake ones are always shorter. So the collies, in my opinion, are a lot harder to spot the fakes on. And again, just because a pet has a clear peg, such as this dude, does not mean he is authentic. I thought for years that he was authentic. Oh my gosh. So now going on to what they look like, the fakes would look like for collies on eBay. Now this pet, you can kind of tell pretty easily he is kind of oily looking. He has pretty much no airbrush where he's supposed to on his face, and he's short. But for this pet, he is a pretty average price, so it's kind of hard to tell if you're not super aware of what they would look like regularly. And for some weird reason, these are the ones that always got me, the ones that came with multiple top 5s in one lot, because you're like, oh my goodness, such a good deal. But in reality, nope, it is a super cheap deal because they are all fake. Here's another instance where it is a pet that is not from China. It doesn't have multiple listings, and it's an average price, but it is not real.
And for this pet specifically, you can tell because of the muzzle and the squish face, as well as the eyes.
But again, just remember, there's thousands of different types of fakes. Depending on the price most of the time, you get an either really good fake that I, wouldn't even mind having a good fake if it's good, or you get some like some of the pictures I saw where their noses are squished, their eyes are weird, and they're just really bad fakes. But it is really hard to tell sometimes, and you kind of just might need to ask more experienced LPS creators or tubers or friends. And if you have none of those, honestly, reach out to them. And yes, they could lie, but you never really know. It's at least worth seeing more closer up pictures. Or another good tip is to look up what it would look like online and going to an LPS wiki and seeing the authentic version and compare it to the fake one. Okay, so now going on to the Cocker Spaniels. So right here I have two fake Cocker Spaniels, and the cool thing is these is a really bad fake, and this is a decent, I guess, fake. So as you can tell, both my Cocker Spaniels for some reason are glossy, kind of weird. The second reason is this one has a really skinny neck and very popped up head. So that's that. And then again, the eyes. And then, of course, here's it compared to an authentic. As you can tell, the eyes are not even supposed to be glossy or whatever that cat finishes. So I don't know what they were going with there. The second thing is, they're just all so much, the neck is so much smaller than, this one. So let's go to eBay and see what the fakes look like there.
And for this one, the gradient, there's like no gradient. The second main reason is the eyes. They're glossy, and most of all, the eyelashes. Then for this one, it's really just the eyes. They're really bad. Same with the lashes and just the face marking. It looks nothing like the authentic one.
So now on to the last top 5 category is Great Danes. So I have a perfect comparison. Okay, so for me, two of my fake Great Danes, they both have really weird legs. Like, they're really skinny, and sometimes they're even like built out kind of weird. I lost that other one. 2 is the eyes. I have had 2 Great Danes with these weird eyes. 3, color matching. The feet are not supposed to be that color. And again, the eyes. So now let's see what they look like on eBay.
Great Danes are definitely not the easiest to spot, but this one, the main reason is the pupils and the legs. And for this one, it is the eyes and the legs as well.
So that is it for the Great Danes. And in general for all of the pets. Obviously, they make LPS that are not just top 5s that are fakes, but to me, those are a lot easier to spot. So I just want to go over top 5s because these are the ones that are very pricey, and you could spend the average amount of money for a pet and get scammed. But that's it for today's video. Bye guys!